Hello, and thank you for joining me today in support of the girls who have commenced Year 7 here at MLC. We were delighted to welcome the girls to the secondary school in February and love seeing the fun they had during the orientation program. This program plays a very important role in helping the girls feel happy, comfortable and confident in their new school environment, thereby allowing for a smooth transition across to formal classes in week 2. Year 7 is very much a year of transition for the girls. They're in the process of becoming familiar with the way that the school operates. They are starting to explore some of the lovely co-curricular activities on offer, which is a fantastic way to expand social circles quickly. Additionally, they're working very, very hard to establish good work practices both in the classroom and at home. There's much to learn, and we are not expecting them to know everything by this stage. So the purpose of today's presentation is to give you a little insight into the basics of your daughter's world here at MLC so that you're best placed to support them. The girls will be guided and supported throughout Year 8 by 6 fantastic staff members who have taken on the role as Year 7 mentors. Sally Cheney is a mentor for 7 Athens, and Sally is involved with future problem solving and literacy support. Ariane Salamoni is the mentor for 7 Corinth, and she teaches both drama and dance. Marina Goff is the mentor for 7 Olympia, and she teaches across both the science and the maths departments. Andrew Martin is the mentor for 7 Rome, and Andrew teaches mathematics. Ping Li is the mentor for 7 Sparta, and she teaches Chinese. And Maxine Sitole is the mentor for 7 Troy, and like me, she's a member of the Humanities Department. Now, the types of issues that you might discuss with your daughter's mentor are those of a pastoral nature. Friendship issues, social skills, organisational strategies and study skills, monitoring co-curricular commitments to ensure that they maintain a nice, healthy balance, goal setting, behavioural management and their presentation. Unlike pastoral concerns, concerns of an academic nature are directed to the subject teacher. It is always advisable to CC the mentor in on these concerns and communication so that they're aware of the issues that your daughter is experiencing. As head of year, I'm here to oversee the mentor groups and the wellbeing program, which I'll discuss towards the end of this presentation. I am concerned with the students who require monitoring and additional support, assistance with ongoing friendship issues, conflict resolution, and concerns relating to learning and achievement, basically whole child tracking. So what does your daughter's day look like here at MLC? If you've seen her timetable, you'll note that the college operates on a 10-day program. Days 1 to 5 fall in week 1, and days 6 to 10 in the week that follows. While your daughter will share MMT with those who are also in her house, it doesn't necessarily mean that she'll take her core subjects with those same girls, those subjects being English, humanities and maths and science. In Year 7, the girls will explore and develop their interests and creativity through the elective curriculum. The aim is to introduce the students to a variety of subjects so that they are able to make informed choices as they progress through the senior years. And over the past 2 weeks, it has been just gorgeous to hear the girls talking so positively about their new experiences in the classroom. I had one student yesterday teach me some Japanese words, which was very cool, and another explained to me the do's and don'ts associated with using a Bunsen burner in science, so that was valuable information. With regards to homework, I'm often asked how much to expect of a Year 7 student, and the college guideline for a Year 7 is 1 hour, 4 to 5 times a week. Sometimes it may be a little higher, sometimes it's a little bit lower, but at no times will there be nothing to do. The girls are encouraged to use those quieter times to revise, and this might be as simple as rereading the handouts that have been discussed in class or doing some additional mathematic problems. In doing so, they're becoming more familiar and more comfortable with the content, such that when it does come time to prepare for a formal assessment, they're feeling comfortable. Your daughter has been given a diary, and they're encouraged to use this in every lesson every day. The college is a busy place, and these girls have very, very busy lives. So this is an important tool by which they can keep track of their commitments. The mentors will check their diaries frequently to make sure they're being used correctly. And we ask that you look at your daughter's diary and sign it at least once a week. It's a valuable opportunity by which to enter your daughter's world and to see what they're studying, and importantly, to gauge how they're coping with the workload. For many subjects, the girls will have 2 main assessments per term, and these are generally scheduled around midterm and at the end of the term. With multiple assessments in any one week, midterm and end of term, the girls can become a little overwhelmed, and it's therefore essential that we do encourage them to revise throughout the term, as I said on the previous slide. Leaving study to the night before, as we all know, has a very low success rate. Good time management skills do take some time to acquire, and they will get there with practice and support. If the girls have subject-related queries or concerns, we encourage them to make contact with their teachers first to arrange a time to meet. We want them to be proactive with regards to their learning. In addition to meeting with their teachers, the girls are welcome to attend the Academic Centre from Monday through to Thursday. Here they can complete their homework or progress any assignments they have on the go, with assistance from staff members from various departments who are rostered on to help. For example, if your daughter is struggling with a science concept, she can check the roster to determine when a member of the science department is rostered on, and she can then attend on that morning or that afternoon to get the assistance she needs. Information on the Academic Centre and the staffing roster can be found on the Wyvern, on the Student Drive and in the handbook. It's also important to note that in addition to their core subjects, the girls can obtain assistance for their elective courses too. And the 2 examples that I've highlighted on this slide include design and technology and languages. Another valuable resource for you and for the girls is the Study Skills Handbook. This is a website that contains an enormous amount of valuable information associated with effective study. And it includes discussions and tutorials and worksheets and guidance on organisation, how to summarise or perhaps how to note take, goal setting, right through to managing stress. And the details by which you can access this valuable resource are on the screen. We do value strong communication with you regarding your daughter's education, and for this reason the college hosts several parent-student teacher interviews towards the end of Term 1 and beginning of Term 2. The primary purpose of these evenings is to give you a snapshot of your daughter's progress, to celebrate what she's doing well, and to provide her with guidance on how to improve further. As the name suggests, parent-student teacher interviews, the girls are encouraged to attend with you. The dates for the parent-student teacher interviews and details on how to book your interviews will be advertised in the Wyvern later on this term. So over to the uniform, in particular the summer uniform. And I must say the Year 7 girls are looking fantastic and wearing their uniform beautifully. As they grow, which they will, please ensure that the hem length is checked regularly so that it continues to sit at the knee and adjust as needed. Some reminders which you can help the girls with are as follows. First of all, the hat does constitute a formal part of the uniform and must be worn both to and from school. With the exception of a watch, a single pair of gold or silver coloured studs or sleepers, a medic alert bracelet and a religious piece of jewellery, no other jewellery is permitted. The handbook is quite clear, outlining what is and isn't permitted. So exclusions include coloured hair, coloured nail polish, nail extensions, multiple piercings and makeup. The sports uniform can be worn to and from school if the girls are participating in sport before school or after school. However, it isn't to be worn to and from school if the girls have sport scheduled for period 1 or period 6. They are expected to change both before and after those lessons in the Meredith Taylor Health and Sports Centre. The house uniform is the PE shorts with their coloured house shirt, and that's worn for house activities, house days and inter-house carnivals. We understand that on occasion the girls may arrive late to the college or have to leave early for appointments. We ask that you advise our absentee department if this is the case. The email address is absentees@mlc.wa.edu.au. This information will be entered formally into the system and all your daughter's teachers can access that. The mentor can be copied into that email, but they are not the main recipient of this information. Any absences that are not accounted for by 9 o'clock will be followed up by telephone, by email or by SMS. Now, the Year 7 students have been provided with a locker and a lock, in addition to a pigeonhole and a drawer unit in which to store their belongings. It is the students' responsibility, to ensure that the lock is used on their locker to secure their personal items. And this is very important given that the great majority of girls do come to school with a purse and a mobile phone. The phones are, without doubt, their most valued possession and certainly their preferred mode of communication. That said, the phones must remain in their locker during the school day on silent. Now, the college's stance on this is very clear, and as such, any student who is found to have their phone in class or using their phone inappropriately will have it confiscated and it will be taken to the MLH reception awaiting your collection. It is not going to be returned to the student at the end of the school day. With devices generally, we ask that you support the college by modelling the college's expectations around the use of electronics and refrain from texting, messaging or emailing the girls during the school day. Should you need to contact your daughter, please call the MLH reception and a message will be taken to her. Similarly, if your daughter needs to contact you, she's free to use the phone in the MLH reception. Lastly, the Wellbeing Program is a very important component of the college curriculum. The aim of this program, which is delivered by the mentors and on occasion guest speakers, is to promote wellbeing, from generating a positive sense of self through to providing the girls with the tools necessary to manage a number of age-related issues. And this could be changing friendships, which happens very frequently at this age, through to safe social media use. I encourage you to check in with the Wyvern regularly, as information on many of these topics is online and shared with you. To finish, please take down my contact details. While your daughter's mentor is the first person of contact for pastoral care issues and the subject teacher for academic concerns, you may wish to contact me. You're more than welcome to do so by phone or by email. We live in interesting times, and although a certain pandemic continues to generate some hurdles, I really hope that I have the opportunity to meet you in person in the weeks and months to come. Thanks for attending.